Shalom. First and foremost, we got to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bakakodash, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai. All right, double honors to the apostles and then of great millstone, peace and salutation to you, Akim, who just pushing the truth in love, sincerity, and in charity. Okay, this is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Bahamas Camp, back again with another brief lesson. Okay, you're seeing the title. Okay, you other nations prepare for slavery. Okay, prepare for slavery. All right. Now, basically, what inspired me to do this lesson, okay, is that you have that I was in a conversation last week. Not really a conversation. Yeah, you could say a conversation. Okay, one of my fellow uh, teammate. Okay, and they were saying that they's watching the news and they saw the anchor lady, her being a so-called white person. They asked her a question about what's going on over there in Ukraine, how the people have to take refuge and all that, and most of them being so-called white, okay, being of the race of Esau, Edom, okay. So she said that basically, roughly paraphrasing, she's saying that she is only used to seeing people of the so-called colored race, meaning that the so-called black people being in refugees, okay, and that she don't know what they're gonna do, okay. So you people out there, you white people, you so-called white people of the children of Adam, okay, Esau, Edom, the red, the red race, okay, y'all better prepare to go in slavery, okay. Right now, y'all in y'all comfort zone, all right. Shalom, Saquon, y'all Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Wakakodash, Rakata, okay. Y'all in y'all comfort zone right now, okay. And guess what? When you're in your comfort zone, it means you are weak. You don't know how to live outside that comfort zone. Okay, you you are so-called rich people and uh, you so-called well-off people. Okay, when I speak well-off, speaking about our people. Okay, who think you got something and who think you got it. Okay, you're weak. You are in your comfort zone. What are you gonna do when insurrection happen? What are you gonna do when farming start? What are you gonna do, okay, when you have to come outside or live outside that comfort zone? Okay, it's gonna be like the purge out here. All right. So what are you gonna do? Okay. Us who hope to be a part of the elect, okay, as the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge should be a stability of these times, of their times. Okay, so surely wisdom is gonna keep us stable. Okay. We have Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay. And the Lord tell us that hey, my servant shall eat. Okay, we believe that. All right, that's what we standing on. We show our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? And furthermore, even back that up, we skillful men. Okay? You got to be skillful. All right? That's the only thing we catching pure hell. Okay? So with us catching hell, all right, we relying on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We rely on wisdom. And wisdom is going to teach us how to be skillful, how to live. Okay? Our hope is in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Where are your hope? Okay? This is also for you Christians as well. Okay? Who are calling on Jesus and thinking Jesus is going to save you. All right? We have proof that there's no power in that forget name. That abominable, detestable. abomination. Okay, so what you're seeing what happening over there with Russia and Ukraine. Okay, this thing just starting. All right, and it's a beautiful thing. We living in beautiful times. All right, we don't want to overdo it. You know, we don't want to overdo it. But right now, hey, we happy right now. All right, it's the beginning of us getting the hell up out of here. All right, this is Matthew 24:6. And you should hear wars and rumors of wars, because right now there's rumors of wars right now with Russia and Ukraine. Russia just want to take back what's theirs. And you notice they heading for the west, pointing straight at Babylon. Okay. What do you think the whole thing is? Okay, prophecies. All right. Russia is gonna bomb America. Okay. And that's what Putin aiming for. Because Russia ever did hate America, Babylon. Okay. Why you think other nations could come and help Ukraine? Okay. Russia just basically give his secretary or secretary okay. He basically daring them. Look here, you come and meddle with my affairs, you're gonna see something, there's gonna be consequences. All right. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled or be in trouble. Okay, because we know that these kind of things are gonna happen. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You see that? The end is not yet. All right. So only remain faithful until the end. That's what Yahweh Shai say. He that endured until the end, the same shall be saved. Okay. So we know that the end is not yet because the Garagma ain't made mandatory yet. Okay. That gotta happen first before World War III goes down. All right. So yeah, man, you other nations, okay, just prepare. Especially you Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Prepare to go to slavery. Okay. Shalom Akim, Yahweh Yahushai, Rakatam. Okay, this is Isaiah 14, and take it up at the top. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. We can't wait to get the hell up out here. Okay. This the brother Yashawamba.
Shalom, I'm trying to Shem Kakadash Bakatam.
God. Shalom. Yahweh Yahushai Barakatam. Barakatam. Yeah, man. It's Isaiah 14 and 1. I can take it at the top again. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. The strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids going into slavery.
God,
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, so Esau, Edom, along with everybody else in this world, prepare to go to slavery, prepare to go into slavery, prepare to be our servants. Okay, like that Edomite woman on the news. Okay, who said that she only know or seen or know of refugees are being so-called black people.
God,
So they don't know what they're gonna do in that day. They don't know what they're gonna do when they will be taken into captivity. You see? All right, they don't know what they're gonna do. All right. So we can shoot right here at First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse I can take at verse 7. All right.
Yes.
Salakia. First Maccabees 2 and 7 are okay.
First Maccabees 2 and 7.
Can take it at 7 to verse 20.
All right. First Maccabees 2 and 7. He said, "Woe is me! Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people, and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the hand of strangers."
Done. You see that? So now we see now when we were delivered into the hands of enemies. Okay, and our enemies, you go to Psalms 83. Okay, it tells you who our enemies are. Okay, so all of them is gonna go into slavery. Okay, so they better prepare to come out of that comfort zone. You know, prepare to come out of all that places you all are in now. You know what I mean? Okay, read on.
Verse 8. Her temple is become as a man without glory. Her glorious
God, our temple is become as a man without glory. Okay, speaking but the Israelites. Okay, temple. All right. So you think about a man, he ain't got nothing. Okay, it say as a man without glory, he ain't got nothing. Okay, he's just a regular man. All right, have no pleasures, nothing. All right, read on.
verse 9. First Maccabees 2 and 9. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Yeah.
What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?
God, you see that? What nation are not a part in that kingdom? Okay, all of them. Psalms 83, all of them. Okay, so they need to prepare to be our servants. Okay, they need to prepare to go in slavery, although that ain't on their mind.
God,
But guess what? Remember they say they inward thoughts that their houses shall remain forever. Okay, and they prepare for their children to basically success them. Okay, so they saying that they ain't die. They want to live forever. Okay, they don't think that they're gonna go into slavery. Okay, even Moab. Okay, he thinking that he's gonna be the next superpower. All right, but hey, slavery for them, just as the Lord said, he that lead in captivity shall go to captivity. Okay, read that precept again, Baba Bishop.
First Maccabees 2 and 9. Salakia 10. What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?
God, what nation? Okay, haven't had us in slavery? What nation haven't spoiled us? Take our ships. Hmm? Read on, brother.
God. Verse 11. All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she has become a born slave.
God, so we went into slavery. Okay, why we went into slavery? Because we had in our hearts against our Bashem Yahushai. We disobeyed him. We go on a heart. Okay, after this God, after that God. Jesus, Allah, Buddha. Okay, that's the name of you. All right, read that. Ah, he going up. Okay, this is voice 12.
Con, it cut out it.
Uh, yeah, they're going up. Yeah, you can
First,
read voice 12.
First Maccabees 2 and 12. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory, is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it.
God, see that? So everything we had, all our beauty, our glory, was laid waste. Okay, keep in mind, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see? So the Most High put us in slavery. Most High caused all these things to happen because we was hard-hearted, a stiff-necked people, and guess what? We still stiff-necked
To this day.
to this day. Jake don't like order. You know, when you go into the job, if you're supposed to be away for 9 o'clock, Jake go to work around 9:30. You're supposed to take an hour break. Jake take an hour and a half break.
Con,
You see?
and get mad when you check them on it.
You know what I mean? And get mad at the end of the week
Con,
when they check that check, when they check that deposit. You know, Jake stiff necked. All right. Okay. So yeah, man. Okay. So all these nations put us in slavery. All these nations spoiled us. Okay. And guess what? We taking our kingdom back. You know what I mean? So
con,
these other nations, they need to prepare slavery. Okay. Enjoy your freedom now. Enjoy your pleasures now. Okay. Enjoy your little comfort zone now.
con,
You know what I mean? Because prophecy is speeding up, popping off. You know?
con. And you mentioned pleasures. The pleasures where they taking part in now doesn't cost a lot of them, cost a lot of them. Because when you living in pleasures, you living in comfort. And when you get comfortable, that means you don't want to leave the society. If you don't want to leave the society, then you know what that means. Destruction for you.
What? Uh, your voice sound a little like Optimus Optimus Prime.
It's choppy. They
Yeah,
clear
yeah, sound like Megatron there.
but when it good now.
You may have to come go out and come back in. Yeah, man. Salakia, Salakia. This the brother Tazarak Banyamyan, Genesis 49 and 15, and he saw that the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to to bear, and became servant unto tribute. And that's exactly what's going to happen to these other nations. They're going to go back into slavery. They're going to go into slavery when we get the kingdom. Okay, we will teach them the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, and they will serve us.
Con,
Okay, they don't do as we say. We have the power to flick kill them and bring them back. Okay, then shall they fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Yeah, bring that back what you were saying with the Pledges Act.
all right, con. It clear now, right?
Yeah, God.
All right, con. Yeah, you made mention of pleasures. A lot of people who in the society, these pleasures is what can cause their destruction. Because when you think about pleasures, with pleasures comes along comfort, right? And when you get too comfortable in the society, you don't want to leave the society. And for those who don't want to leave this wicked society with me and ultimate destruction, because then you can do the things what you gotta do to take part in the society.
God,
Just like the lesson what we brought out on the weekend when the young man said when the gentleman said, well, he took that the sticky
God,
for him to travel. He do it to be comfortable, but remember the scripture says, arise, for this is not your rest. So you don't supposed to be comfortable inside this society. You see?
God, that's it.
Because all pleasures is do is make you weak. When you think about it, shoot. Case in point, when you just finish laying down with your woman, after you and get that pleasure, you weak.
You weak. It's correct.
The same
That's what
type
it
of
is.
way society. God,
That's what it is. Pleasures make you weak. You know, you can't stand up no more.
there
You
you
know,
go.
man. Right? Like you say, when you in that comfort zone, okay, that just like when Yahweh Shai come, and you for brothers who get too comfortable when
God,
Yahweh Shai come, and then if he don't meet you doing this way or meet you ready, you
you
know,
can do.
you can live. You
Go.
know, man, you can be destroyed with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be too comfortable. You can't be comfortable, and you can't be idle as well.
God,
You know,
God.
you too caught up on the cares of the world. You know, man. So that comfort and that pleasure bring weaknesses. Okay, you weak. You know,
God.
all right. Uh, shoot the Revelation 13 and 6, 13 and 10, 9. Start at 9. Okay,
Revelation 13 and 9.
that,
This Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
that if any man understand what the scriptures is saying. This so like this the brother post here, Hebrews 11 and 25, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You know, so if you want to choose Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and you want to do what you want to, okay, then guess what? You can get destroyed and leave behind just like everybody else who don't fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of our people, the Israelites. Okay, so yeah, man. If any man here have an ear to hear, let him hear. You have understanding? Hear what the word of the Lord is saying. Okay, those other nations, Esau and the other nation are going into slavery. Prepare to go into slavery. Okay, us who hope to be part of the elect. Okay, continue to be strong, continue to strive for truth until death. Continue to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushai until Yahushai returns to gather us up from the four winds. Okay, Akim, the time is short. Okay, the prophecy is speeding up, popping off. Okay, before you know it, Lord will reveal you. You know, that devil Putin, he's speeding up. You know, man, he's speeding up, but he ain't sparing nothing. You know, okay, you can read on my brother.
God. So Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. There is the patience and the faith of the saints.
God, you see that? He that leadeth in captivity shall go in captivity. Going back to First Maccabees 2:10. Okay, what nation have not gotten of us spoils?
God.
You see? So we know that all nations have gotten out of the nation of Israel. All nations had us in captivity.
Right?
So this goes for all them. Especially Esau, you know. Okay. my brother. You can shoot the Isaiah 33 and 1. All right.
Isaiah 33 and 1. Done. This is the book of Isaiah 33 and 1. So now, yeah. Woe to thee that spoileth, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
God, you see that? You see what the scripture is saying? What nation have not gotten off her spoil? Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, when you should stop, okay, thou shalt be spoiled. Okay. So when you had a chance to make things right, you didn't make things right. None of the nations.
God,
Okay. When you all had a chance to make things right with the children of Israel, okay, with the jewels of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you just continue to press. Okay, going back to 40 Maccabees chapter 2, where they say that let me just get it. Okay. Where does it say for 40 Maccabees 2 and 9, her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity, her infants are slain in the streets, a young man with the sword of the enemy. So when you have a chance to not do those things, you continue. Okay. So now, since you continue and you didn't slow down, then these same things will happen unto you.
God,
And it's going to happen double. Okay. It's going to happen double. All right. So you other nations, prepare to be our servant, just like how you all had put our children down on the ground as dog and cat and horse and all that, and you all let your children rule on top of our children. That's just what's gonna happen to you. Okay. But you could shoot the Jeremiah 16 and 18.
God. Jeremiah 16 and 18.
Done. 16 and 18.
God, it reads, and first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled mine inheritance with the carcass of their detestable and abominable things.
You see that? Going right back to First Maccabees 1 and 12. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory, is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it. You see? So when you go back to Jeremiah 18, Jeremiah 16 and 18, and first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, Jerusalem. They have filled my inheritance, okay? The people, the Israelites, us, with their carcass of their detestable and abominable things.
God,
You see? They fill our minds with their philosophies, their doctrines. Okay, come as you are, you know.
God,
You can do whatever you want to do. Just ask for forgiveness, you know. Worship and forget Jesus, a
God,
dead God.
God.
You know, man. You feel it.
Salakia. Go ahead. Give me one
Okay.
minute.
You feel it. You feel it. The inheritance with abominable, as I say, with abominable uh things. Okay. Tell now people they could eat pork, shrimp, lobster, ham, and crab. Okay, and even when you go in the same book in First Maccabees, uh, First Maccabees chapter 2, chapter 1, I think it is, right? First Maccabees chapter 1, okay, let's say verse 46, and polluted the sanctuary, and holy people set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrificed swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation. Okay, to the end that they may forget the law and change all the ordinance. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said they should die. Okay, so that's the abominable things there that they fill the most high inheritance with. Okay, and it's a reward for that. They're gonna get that back, as the scripture say, for their for their uh, iniquities and their sin double. The Most High is going to reward them for that, recompense them double. Okay, Esau, Edom, and the other nations. Okay, so they would be with the rod of iron. Okay, shoot down Revelation chapter 2, 25 and 26.
Done.
Say that they will be, when we possess them, they will be ruled with a rod of iron. We ain't gonna have no pity on them. That's what the ruling of the rod of iron is. To have no pity, just like how they didn't have no pity on us. We ain't gonna have no pity on them. You know what
Right.
I mean? I saw a clip of one of the active he posted on his page with the Latinos when they had them in slavery. Because them Latinos they think that they never been enslaved before. Okay? Where he showed that this Latino woman, she was getting whipped. This Edomite whipped her back right out. Okay? And then one of the other brothers in the movie, he meant to stop the Edomite from whipping. So they tie him up and they light the fire, on them torch,
Mm.
and they had it to the bottom of his feet. You know, they had the torch to the bottom of his feet
Wow.
until he flicking cry, holler out until he pass out. So that's pure torture.
Done.
You see, but the scriptures say we will reward them. The Most High will reward them double. You see, and we're gonna rule them with a rod of iron, but we ain't gonna slack up. You know what I mean? These other nations, we ain't gonna slack, but and Esau, yes, he can slack.
Right. Mm.
Revelation 2 and 26,
Done. I mean, when you
25 and
think,
26.
when you think about it too, we still in slavery. Because every day you got to get up and work these abnormal hours for little pay. And then after you do get paid, you got to use that same money to pay bills. So it's like a perpetual thing.
God,
So they go those so-called say they free. You ain't free because you still got to pay taxes and all that. No
you
such
know,
thing as freedom inside the society.
no, that people they think that they ain't free. You see,
Uh,
celebrating independence as though they are free.
hmm. They got that strong delusion. They believe in the lie, man.
That's it.
All right. This the book of Revelation 2 and 25.
Right.
But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Which ye have,
Salakia. Go ahead.
you say, but that which ye have, hold fast till I come. Then this is red letter Yahweh Shai. Okay, we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so we must hold on this,
right?
until he comes.
God.
Say, saying, you know,
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
God, you see that? So we can have that power over these nations. Us who hope to be a part of the elect, we have that power over them. Matter of fact, all Israel can have that power over them. You know,
God.
all right.
God. Verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father.
All right. You see that? So we're gonna rule them with a rod of an iron, boy. Huh? That's a hard ruling because remember going back to uh going back to the Jeremiah 16 that they're gonna be recompensed double. You see? So what they're doing now to us, just think about double that, twice as much. You see? Twice as much.
God.
All right?
That's that precept goes directly back to Psalms 2 and 8. It says,
God,
Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
God,
For thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Oh, you see?
God. That's it, brother. You know. So these other nations, okay, prepare to go into slavery, prepare to be the Israelites, the so-called black man's servant, you know. And you find a lot of these on some social media. You will have Esau Edom who know that they are Esau Edom, basically saying sorry, and they beg and saying that you only to let them be a house slave. You think we want them in our African palace?
God,
You know, I mean, I mean, we can
they
have
only
them in our palace to keep it clean and spotless. You know,
they only sorry because they get catch.
right? You know, something they sorry exactly. They sorry because they get catch.
God,
You know, and because they found out the truth.
God,
You know, because their fathers and their grandfathers didn't tell them what time it is, so they learned it from their parents and are watching us and other Israelite groups. You see,
God,
and the Most High open up their understanding to that. You see, and they accept it. You know, so what is coming for them? They ain't prepared. You know, they ain't prepared, and the Most High help it so that they ain't gonna prepare because why? In their minds, that delusion is that they think that their house is gonna remain forever, and
God,
they ain't gonna never go in slavery. That they ain't gonna never come out their comfort zone. You see, that they still have that play, gonna have that pleasure forever. Yeah,
they think they will gonna continue on forever, eh? And,
yeah, my brother. Right. You can read that precept again, my brother, and you can shut down with that. And you
uh,
can take it from verse 4.
which the rebel
Psalm,
Psalms, right? God, Psalms 2, so yeah, start verse 4.
God,
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and verse 4. It reads, He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, Yahweh shall have them in derision.
Yeah. So when you see that time come, well, we can be laughing. We can be laughing, but the Most High is going to be laughing to us.
God, there you go.
You know, and of them in derision. Because keep in mind, they ain't thinking about getting no slavery. They ain't thinking about having hardship. See, they ain't thinking about going to the shop and picking up a can of cream. They ain't thinking about those things. You see, because they have, as far as they're concerned, they have somebody to go to the shop and shop for them.
God.
They have somebody to do this and do that for them. Okay,
Mhm.
they have somebody to clean their pools, to clean their showers, to cook their food. You see, they ain't thinking about that, about doing these things for themselves. They ain't thinking about when 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 the people them rise up against the government, insurrection. They ain't thinking about that. And when the people them gonna come and break in their houses, they ain't thinking about the so-called black security what they have is gonna turn on them.
God.
Because my man, he can be looking for something to eat.
God.
Say,
Mhm.
just like how we spoiled the Egyptians when we being delivered,
In the Exodus, God.
the same thing is gonna happen.
Mhm. Mhm.
You see, they
You
ain't
know
think
what?
things like that.
No.
You know,
And they think the Most High can come off each one to come down here to laugh at them. No. Like you say, the Most High use us to laugh at them. You
that's
know
it.
what? I have a precept here. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, I can start at verse 18, right? It says, What profited the graven image that the maker thereof had graven it, the molten image and the teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols? Woe unto him that said to the wood, Awake, to the dumb stone, Arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. I go in into these idols with these people worshiping, right? Uh, During these times of trials and during these trials of tribulations, they call on Jesus and Buddha and all these different graven images, but
They
there ain't no
should,
life in them, right?
right,
And those same graven images where there ain't no life in them, they silent in these times of trouble.
right.
Verse 20. But Yahweh is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. So while all them worshiping their false gods and they graven images, the Most High sitting up inside his temple laughing at them, using us to laugh at them, because everybody who calling on Jesus and Buddha and things, might laughing at them.
That's it.
You see?
That's it. You remember the Elamites, the Indians,
Mm.
when the numbers was high in Crown Royal, what they
Mm.
did? They take
They
all
throw them
their
in,
gods and they throw them in the
yeah,
rivers.
throw them in the street.
What we
Yeah,
did? We laugh, right?
we laugh. You know,
We laugh. You know,
boy,
why? And yet these people think that the Bible ain't true.
Hmm.
A lot of people think that the Bible ain't true because they say, man, like man wrote the book.
Hmm.
See,
They call it a fairy tale.
you know.
Hmm.
Uh, about the Psalms 2 and
And 5,
5.
Psalms 2 and 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
When all that chaos and things start happening, what you think gonna be happening? The most high down that part, okay? Everybody running around with our tail, trying to look for food, fighting the neighbors, you know? Why you get that inside your house? I coming for that. He saying that you saying that there, you know? You know,
Verse 6. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will, I will declare the decree. Yahweh had said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee.
We don't straight on the which 9.
Now, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Gone. All right. So these other nations they get into pure hardcore slavery, especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. Okay. You get no time to play, boy. You see what's going on over there in Ukraine? Russia invading Ukraine, taking back Ukraine, boy, to be a part of the sovereign USSR.
God,
Okay, he going heading west. Okay, and you know what that can lead to? What we want, you know, WW3.
God,
Okay, but the people them, what they doing right now? They partying and drinking and carrying on and loving themselves. They ain't want but that.
yeah,
Jake, we in the Bahamas and some other parts of the world. You know,
God,
they saying, oh, that over there, man, that ain't coming over here. They never thought the crime world would come over here in the Bahamas, in the Caribbean. You see? But Jake
God,
ain't considering these things.
God.
You know?
Yeah,
These
please
things
yourself.
been prophesying and let them know for years.
God,
Now these things them coming, it's coming to pass. You see? And Jake
God,
still ain't serious.
God,
You know? This is why we say death to them 2/3. Repent or die. You know? Yeah, man. Have you had anything?
and I got a quick precept here. This book is Zephaniah chapter 1 and 12. It says, And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, meaning those that are comfortable, who ain't doing the work, that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. So pretty much saying, those who ain't watching for when the Most High come back, for those who comfortable in the society, for those who end up taking that charagma, right? Therefore, therefore, their goods shall become as booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. So all them people who out there with these fancy house and he was going into the house, stalk right up.
Yeah,
The most time they see it fit, they hit them with sickness, with plague, where we get them gangrene in their leg and they can't do shit. And all that there for those who the most I deem necessary, who the most I deem fit to triumph in that day. They pretty much storing up those things for the elect.
that's it.
You see,
That's it. You know, because the Mosai did say, my servant shall eat.
servant shall eat. God,
You know, we
you know,
believe. You know, we have seen it throughout the scriptures how the Mosai take care of his own.
right?
So you think he can forsake us and we are around the clock praying and worshiping him,
Uh,
keeping his word of patience. Okay. This is Revelation 3:10. Because let me start there at verse 9. Behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet. You see that?
uh,
And to know that I have loved thee. Okay. Same thing. They go on into slavery. They can be our servants. You see what the Mosai say? And behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
God,
You see? So Esau, Edom, and the other nations going into slavery, okay, 2/3 of our people is going to be killed and destroyed, okay, along with majority of these other nations, because all ain't gonna get killed. Some can leave the what the build up
The
the
back of the
kingdom,
numbers, right?
just like how we build up Babylon, okay, and these other cities, they're gonna do the same thing to us, build up our cities, okay. So yeah, man. You got any other tweets about?
It's pretty much, yeah, we've been hit the nail on the head.
God, all right. So with that, Kim, Guardian, on common board, Shalom, Yahbashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakudas, Rakatam. Yeah, man, we hope this lesson was edifying. We get through the power and spirit of Yahbashim Yahushai. All right, so with that, Shalom, and the Baba,
Shalom, Qam Yasharahla.
Qam Yasharahla.